Joseph Pizza, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Guys, I'm still on this brick incident situation. Women are now calling men who say, hey, you know what? I wouldn't have stepped in that situation either. After I've got more information, after more stuff has been revealed, I wouldn't have stepped in, and these chicks are saying y'all are cowards. They're calling black men in specific punks, and I just think that's crazy, man. And I think this guy, and I've reacted to him before on my channel. I like the way he breaks this comment down and women reacting in such way. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
I keep seeing y'all try to shame guys who said they wouldn't have stepped up either. And this is the funniest concept in the world because we see it every day, just never from women, so we can't really call it out. Because they think if they were men, they would have cut all that out. If I was one of those men, I would have walked up, whoosh-ah, grabbed his arm like I was Jackie Chan, picked him up over my head and threw him 3 blocks away. That's what y'all would have did if y'all were men.
On some Samurai Jack shit.
Y'all sound like them dudes who be 5'9" their whole life. They kind of nice at basketball, but really they think they would have went to the league if they was like 6'1". And I'd be windmill dunking on LeBron right now if I had a few more inches, dog. That's how y'all act. If you was one of them guys, you would just jump right into action and just whooped everybody out. Them and handcuffs yourself. There were women watching too. She was cussing them out. Remember? Remember when she pulled her phone out to not call 911? And instead to record her face and cuss everybody out who was watching Remember when she pulled her phone out to not call 911? And instead to record her face and cuss everybody out who was watching? The women was like, what were we supposed to do? If I was a man, I would have just stopped the whole thing. Honestly. Honestly. You can't shame people into risking their lives. It'll never work. Shame only works in situations where people feel bad for not doing something or feel bad for doing something. There already has to be a little bit of that in there for shame to work. All this, y'all punks, y'all sissies, y'all soft, y'all ain't protectors, y'all woo da woo. That don't work, bro. Like, It don't.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Facts. Let's check out some of these comments, see what the people have to say. First comment here says, you guys do it for a non-black woman in a heartbeat. Where? What is this chick even talking about? Seriously think women like this live in their own heads. And the actual original content creator, John Cannon 2.0, responds back and says, laughing emojis, you're saying anything now. Here's another comment that reads, they act like if a man came talking to them sideways, they wouldn't want their boyfriend to hit him with a brick too. Here's another comment that reads, these women believe that a black man's life is expendable and has no value. I do think it's strange and honestly, it's kind of funny that women think that, again, for most women, they've never actually gotten punched in the face. Most men have never gotten punched in the face and seriously hurt or been in an actual fight. And they think that that motivation should just come over, especially men today who get told over and over again that they ain't shit and that their women in the black community in specific don't need them. They think they're just going to be overtaken by this responsibility to protect. They're going to protect, all right, their women. Drink the coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Here's another comment that says, why don't we see women jump other women who start beating up their man? Or how about better yet, why don't we see women fighting men? Another comment here says, this is why they date gang members, because they like violence. Look how hard they're fighting for them to get into altercations. Another comment here says, that's funny. That's actually a pretty good point. Another comment here says, what happened to stay out of black women's business? Somebody else here added, how do you want protection from the same men you hate? This shit is stupid. Somebody else here says, it tells me that women think we are just disposable. The women who don't think men are just disposable. And on a macro level, there's an argument to say that men throughout history have been viewed as disposable. But in today's current day and age, things are changing. The narrative isn't that men and women are even viewed as different. Women want to be men, and men are sort of allowing it to happen because men are done arguing with women. But you know, the women who don't want men to get involved are the women who have husbands, or the women who have men in their lives. They're like, no, stay away from those type of chaotic situations. Here's another comment that says they need to stop watching Power and these unrealistic movies. That's funny. Somebody else here added, I'm proud men stopped being crush dummies for women who hate them and their race. Now, again, it hasn't always been this way. There was a time when men would gladly step in to protect a woman who's being taken advantage of. But that was also assuming that those women were ladies and wouldn't put themselves in horrible predicaments. Another comment here says, I'm so glad a lot of men have stopped letting women shame them into doing things they don't want to do. That's wonderful. Somebody else here added, shaming is only acceptable when it comes to men, but shaming women makes you toxic. Yes, the coffee pot is very toxic. Another person here added, wasn't she advocating for women or black women? But when shit went down, she looked at the men? Funny how that turned out. Listen, guys, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.